Vivian Speaking more about city life.
关注房子，关注城市，更关注生活。
I will see you every Wednesday night.
国际生活家直播采访秀 Vivian Speaking， 每周3晚7点半，不见不散。
Vivian Speaking more about city life.
关注房子，关注城市，更关注生活。
I will see you every Wednesday night.
国际生活家直播采访秀 Vivian Speaking， 每周3晚7点半，不见不散。
Good evening, this is Vivian speaking, and tonight it's my honor to have Dr. Masoud Afnan be with us tonight, and he's gonna sit with us for next 45 minutes. And you know, he is a very, very powerful man. I think so. And I got his card, to be honest, and he hears that it's a fertility and IVF specialist and obstetrician and gynecologist and the general manager and the chief medical officer of UFH Facility Services. Okay, so welcome, Dr. Afnan.
Thank you very much, Vivian. Thank you for inviting me onto your show.
Okay, and tonight we're gonna talk about the topic is how the Dr. Afnan to understand what is the true health, right?
Okay.
And Dabai gonna do the Chinese part. So let's move to Dabai a little bit.
大家好，很高兴又来到 Vivian Speaking 做中文部分的讲解。今天想必大家还记得第3期的嘉宾艺术家 Nessery。今天呢，我们很荣幸邀请到了 Nessery 的丈夫安福生先生作为我们今天的嘉宾。安福生先生呢是专业的妇产科医生，生殖医生专家，英国皇家妇产科学院学士。他是呢英国第3例试管婴儿的团队成员，目前呢是辅助生殖领域的世界级的专家，从事呢辅助生殖研究30多年，发明了选择性输卵管造影技术，然后帮助超过1万多对的夫妇成功孕育出了宝宝。那么今天呢，我们就邀请到了安福生先生来到我们的节目。那么下面呢，让我们进入到 Vivian Speaking， 看看安先生给我们带来什么样的分享吧。
Okay, well, back to our live show, and I just like what I just said. Dr. Afnan is a very powerful man, and let's have a little video and to say what his colleague said.
大家好，我是天津和睦家医院辅助生殖医学中心实验室主任刘延和。作为 Dr. Afnan 团队成员之一，我很荣幸能有这样的机会向大家介绍一下我身边的这位传奇人物。首先，他是一位造诣极高的妇产科专家。大家都知道，世界首例试管婴儿诞生于英国，而他则是创造了英国第3例试管婴儿团队的主要成员之一。他也是目前唯一一位在中国大陆地区执业试管婴儿诊疗工作的外国医师。此外，他还是世界上第一位发明并且应用了选择性输卵管造影技术的专家，并且发表论文数百篇。所以 Dr. Afnan 在业界是有着极高的声誉。其次，他也是一位严谨的学者，在他这里没有什么经验之谈的模糊概念，所以我们这里所有的医疗操作都是基于充足的文献知识。而且我个人也在他这里学到了很多批判性思维的理念。除了各种学术成绩，医疗人文关怀也在他的日常诊疗过程中显现得淋漓尽致。不孕症患者是一个非常焦虑的群体，但 Dr. Afnan 总是非常耐心地倾听患者描述各种症状，并且梳理他们的情绪，最终站在患者的角度上制定出最佳的诊疗方案。由于试管婴儿行列的特殊性， 我们在日常工作中时常会碰到各种各样的涉及伦理学或社会学方面的问题，但每当这些时候 ，Dr. Afnan 总会带领我们一起严谨地从多个角度分析问题，并且讨论，最终慎重地提出最佳解决方案。总之，在 Dr. Afnan 的带领下，我们将为越来越多的患者在家门口提供国际化品质的医疗服务。
Okay, and Dr. Afnan, I really want to know that why did you choose to to work as a fertility specialist?
So I was very fortunate very early on in my career. I was able to work at a leading center, world center for fertility and IVF. It was world famous. It was at a time when we were just starting to get to use IVF or test tube baby treatment. And we were the third center in the United Kingdom that had a baby then.
Yeah.
So it was very exciting. These were couples we were helping who previously we could not help. And now suddenly we had a treatment that was effective for them. And it was very exciting, and we had to develop the new ways to treat them. Nobody knew how to do it before we did. So we were making the new protocols, the new drug therapies, the new way of doing the procedures. It was all in those very early days. So once I'd experienced that, then I wanted to stay in it, and I loved doing it. And I was fortunate to have the opportunity to do so.
Okay, and so what are some of memorable time working in this field?
So honestly, treating patients is in itself memorable. All my patients, whether they're successful or not successful, I love caring for them. Clearly, there's some very happy times when patients were successful and they went on and had their babies. I remember we had one woman, one couple, and she had the first set of quads. Quads is 4 babies. She had the first set of quads from IVF in our hospital. And she needed a lot of nurturing and looking after during her pregnancy, especially. So I looked after her throughout her pregnancy and until she delivered. And she actually named one of the 4 after me.
Oh, really?
Yes, so I remember that very well.
Okay. So I think Dabe can do that, the Chinese part, and to let the audience know what, that's honor, honor for the babies, right?
安先生说呢，就是他最开心的时候呢，就是他帮助这个患者成功接生的时候。我想，其实每个家长也都是这样的，就是当看到自己的孩子出生的那一刻，肯定是特别的喜悦的。安福生先生也是这样。我觉得他的内心呢，不仅是一种喜悦感，更多的呢是一种，怎么说呢？更多的是一种成就感吧。作为一个大夫的成就感，
然后他刚才也提到了，就是他帮助一个产妇接生了，就是4个宝宝然后当很顺利的生产完成以后呢，这个妈妈呢把其中的一个宝宝的名字就是起在了就是安福生先生的名字，跟安福生先生的名字是一样的，所以说也是为了感谢I think that is grateful, right?
Yes, yes. I would like to add now that this was in the very early days, and we didn't know how many embryos to put back. Now our technology has become so advanced that now we only put 1 embryo back at a time with very good pregnancy rates. And we do that because the risks of a single baby pregnancy are much lower than twins, triplets.
I see.
But those were the early days.
Okay. And I know you are the doctor as well as you are the general manager of the hospital. So how can you balance, these 2 positions?
So everything we do in healthcare, whether we're a doctor, nurse, administrator, manager, everything we do is for the patient. So as a doctor, it's my job to be able to diagnose the problem and to give the best remedy. I have to keep up to date with the latest evidence. I have to be able to explain all this to the patient. As a manager, then it's my job to put in place the best system for the care of that patient and to make sure that everything, the way we organize the room, the way we organize the ward or the hospital, is all there for the welfare of the patient.
So the patient always be the priority.
Always, always. Everything, whatever, whether you're a doctor or manager, it's always the patient.
To be honest, I really want to know that because for the GM, you gonna care about the members, right? And you're gonna, promote and make the big market and to provide more services. But not every service is a fit for the patient. So how you balance that? Because the more service, that means the more money to come, right? But not every patient needs that kind of a service. Yeah, so how you balance it if you got the patient to be the priority?
So I think that's a very important point, and it's a problem, I think, all over the world. It comes down to what we as a doctor, because this patient's in front of me, what we believe. And we believe that good quality care, good quality medicine is not only good for the patient, but actually in the long run, it's good for the hospital, it's good for the business of the hospital, to have good quality care for our patients. Then other things that we can do is packages, promotions, all these things that come on top of good quality care. If you just focus on the numbers and focus on trying to do a package or a promotion without the good quality, it lasts maybe a while, weeks or months. After that, actually patients don't want to come back. So it's not good business.
Okay, so you balance it because you are more concerned about the good quality of the services. It's
Absolutely.
not only the numbers of the services.
Right, that's secondary, but it will come if you provide good quality care.
Yes, in the long run, right?
Yes.
Okay. Today we're going to talk about more about IVF. So could you give us some details about that?
Sure. So IVF is a technique now which is quite mature. Many millions of babies, many millions of healthy babies have now been born from IVF. It's a technique where we give the woman some medicine, some drugs to develop up a number of eggs. Then when those eggs are mature, we put the woman to sleep for 10 minutes, and under ultrasound control, we will pass a fine needle through the wall of the vagina into the ovary and take out the eggs. We then add the husband's sperm to those eggs, and then the egg will fertilize and develop into an embryo. And then after a few days, maybe 3 or 5 days, we will take usually one embryo and put that back into the womb, into the uterus of the woman. And after that, hopefully, she gets pregnant.
Okay. For us, it's a little bit complicated for us. And I think Dabai maybe can make it more easier because he gonna show us a video. Yes.
Okay.
So what you see here is the egg became fertilized when the two small round areas met, and now that cell, the egg cell, became an embryo and it's dividing. And actually what you see here is what the embryo looks like 5 days after the egg has been removed, and the round sort of area where it's quite dense, that bit is going to become the baby. And all the cells around will become the placenta.
Okay, so I think we can,
好，我来给大家解释一下刚才安福生先生说的。来，导播切一下画面，来切一下视频的画面。好，大家呢可以看到啊，这个呢就是我们所说的妈妈身体里的卵子。我们再继续放。到这个时候大概是刚开始的时候，大家可以看到中间有个小圆点，这个就是卵子的细胞核和精子的细胞核相结合的地方。然后在这个场所呢，就会形成一个受精卵。然后我们大家也看到了，这个大的圆呢，就是我们那一个容器的培养皿，就是在做那个试管婴儿的时候会用到的一个东西。然后我们继续看啊，对，在这个时候呢，卵子和精子已经结合成为一个受精卵了。在1天的时候呢，它会一分为2；到2天的时候呢，它会一分为4；到3天的时候呢，会一分为8，像这样成比例的增长。这个继续生长到了，来，我们大家看到了第5天的时候呢，就会形成一个这样的东西。然后大家可以看到底下这个黑色的部分呢，就是我们的胎儿，然后这一块部分呢，就是我们所说的胎盘。这就是一个婴儿的形成，在体外的受精过程。好的。
Okay, thank you, Dabai. I think he makes it much more easier, right? And we just watch that video and to help us to understand what is IVF. So IVF and from our PPT, and we can say the IVF is the test tube baby, and we call it 试管婴儿. So not everybody gonna experience that, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah. So, and would you talk a bit more about this part? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to see the big picture.
Mm-hmm.
So approximately 1 in 6 couples will seek medical help to get pregnant.
Oh.
About 1 in 6.
Okay.
Of those, half will get pregnant naturally or with simple treatment. Of the other half, then maybe those will need to go on and have techniques like IVF.
Mm.
Okay? But, there's a very high background chance of getting pregnant. So for a young couple, the chance of getting pregnant in the first year is 80%.
Mm.
That leaves 20%.
Mm.
In the second year of trying, half of those couples will get pregnant naturally without
Half?
treatment.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Oh, that's 20%,
Yes,
right?
for
Okay.
that 20%.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's very important when a couple see a doctor and they're having difficulties getting pregnant, they should understand their background chance of getting pregnant, along with the chance with treatment A or treatment B. Then and only then can they decide what they want to do.
Oh, okay. 我这边简单说一下啊，就是阿夫难先生呢，他也是在说，那对于很多的夫妻来讲呢，第1年呢，她的怀孕的几率其实是很大，是80%。那20%在第1年没有怀孕的夫妻呢，在第2年来讲的话，50% of the couples, I mean the second year is gonna get pregnant.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's if everything is normal.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a few situations where the couple should go and see the doctor early.
Okay.
So, for instance, if the woman is old as in maybe older rather, over the age of 35.
35.
Because the chances of getting pregnant, especially over the age of 38, they halve every 2 years. So it's very important to go and see the doctor early. Maybe if the woman has irregular periods, okay? So if she has regular periods, she ovulates. If she has irregular periods, probably she does not ovulate. So that's something that usually we can treat very simply with tablets. That's another situation when the couple should go sooner to see the doctor. And lastly, if there's any history of surgery or any history of infections and so on, then again they should go sooner to see the doctor.
Okay. I think that is a part for the IVF because you are very professional in this field. Because right now my son 6 years old and I've been processed the procedure of give birth to my baby and sort of thing. And as a previously we talked and you just said something good about our Chinese women, right? How to take care of our bodies, like we drink hot waters, things like that. And also we got some, maybe misunderstanding, right? Or the, the bad part of the promoting from the market things. So could you give us some authoritative advice for our expectant mother?
Sure,
Okay.
sure. So I think even before getting pregnant, it's important to keep fit and healthy. Okay. So what does that mean? Certainly, if you smoke, it's better to stop smoking. And if you can't stop smoking, you should cut down smoking.
Okay.
This is for both the husband and the wife.
Okay. So for both,
For
right?
both,
Okay.
yes. If you drink, you should drink moderately. Drink alcohol. Drink moderately. 1 to 2 units, sort of 1 glass of wine or 1 beer a day, not more than that.
So they can drink
They can drink, but they should drink
less.
less.
Okay.
Drink little.
Okay.
Coffee is okay, but again, coffee should be moderate. 1 to 2 cups a day, not many cups of coffee. For the woman who's trying to get pregnant, she should take a vitamin called folic acid, yeswan.
Yes, Sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason to do that is it reduces the risk of abnormality in the baby. And if she's underweight, if she's overweight, it's very important to get to the right weight. So all of these things will help her get pregnant. And also, probably more importantly, all of these things will increase the chance of having a normal pregnancy without risks, without complications.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
No? That's
Okay.
right. You want to-
I think I want to do a little bit, just translation here.
Okay.
Okay. 因为我这边，我先说啊，就是因为我这边呢，毕竟是一个6岁孩子的妈妈，所以我经历了这个怀孕啊、生产，所以我刚才也是问了 Afnan 先生一个问题，就是说作为我们中国女性来讲，那很多呢，她是觉得很好，比如说我们喝热水呀，在产期呀，那同时呢，她也给我们提了几个非常棒的建议。那对于我们的预产期的妈妈来讲呢，大家一定要注意。第一个呢，她说双方如果是都是想要孩子的话，那双方一定是都要戒烟的，no smoking。但是他从来没有说 no drink, no coffee， 是可以喝一点 a little bit,
A little
right?
bit.
Or drink and coffee a little bit,
Yes.
right?
So alcohol, I think it's better not to drink,
Okay,
but only because it stops people drinking more.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. 所以第一点呢，就是一定要戒烟。那第二点呢，就是少喝酒。你可以喝，但是少喝。这个确实跟我们的中国人观点不太一样哈。我们中国人就是说，禁酒、禁烟。那咖啡因呢，像咖啡也是可以少喝。那同时呢，就一定要吃叶酸，还有呢，就是控制体重。他说这些呢，都是可以更好的让你在就是怎么说呢，更快的来怀孕啊，就能帮助你能够就是很快的怀上宝宝。Okay, so something else.
So one of the things I have learned coming to China is how actually people generally look after themselves well. How you balance the foods, hot food, cold food, and so on. We don't have this in the West.
No.
And the other thing that I've learned is once a mother's delivered her baby, she has the month afterwards in order to get used to having the baby, look after herself. I think that's fantastic. I think that's very good. There are certain things now that maybe aren't so necessary as they were many years ago, like the problems about washing and using water in that month afterwards. But I think the fact of having people around you helping the mother, the fact that she's allowed to rest, I think is a wonderful thing that happens, to my knowledge, only here in China.
Only in China.
Yes.
OK，就是他对于我们就是中国妇女呢，在产后这1个月产假来讲的话，他还是很竖大拇哥的。他觉得这是一个非常非常好的一个怎么说呢？是习惯也好啊，还是我们的一个就是习俗也好，就是每个妇女在产后的话呢，我们都会保证这个1个月的一个足够的休息，这个时间，他觉得对女性的身体恢复是特别棒的。So how about let's move to the Dabai and to say what is the audience, OK？
好，那很感谢阿福生先生为我们的想要怀孕的母亲或者已经怀孕的母亲提了很多宝贵的意见。那么下面我们来看看我们的评论吧。我们可以看到有的网友就说今天是医学主题的内容，感觉好高深啊。然后还有我们的网友问，试管婴儿的成功率有多少？
How much?
The successful rate for the IVF.
So the success rate depends very much on the couple, especially the woman, and how old the woman is. So if we take a standard couple, if you like, where the woman is under the age of 35, then the chance of a baby or chance of getting pregnant from one egg collection, which will include fresh and frozen transfers. Because when we do IVF, we can get many embryos. We put one back, and any spare embryos we can freeze and then put back in the future. So fresh and frozen will give us pregnancy rates over 60%.
OK， 你翻还是我翻？对，就是其实他来讲的话，第一个就是很关键一点呢，就是说这个年龄那肯定是越年轻the younger, right?
So if we take younger women under 35, from one egg collection, we can have pregnancy rates of over 60%.
对，
超过60%。
对，那就是那肯定是就是咱们就拿35岁为界吧，就是那肯定是越年轻呢，那这个试管婴儿的成功率会更高，可能而且这种成功率高达60%。对。
Yes. So this is an important concept because when we do an egg collection and we put a woman through a treatment cycle, we usually get a few embryos. Okay? Because we want to reduce the risk of multiple pregnancies, like twins, triplets, we only put one back.
Okay.
And the spare ones we can freeze. So if it doesn't work with the one fresh embryo transfer, we can do the frozen.
OK. 那就是说，他还是说，就是现在更多的呢，他会去做一个 baby， 因为毕竟好多的医学术语我可能说不了太清楚。我觉得他可能之前呢，在医学上很多是去做 twins 啊，还是3胞胎，但是他现在更多的还是做就是这个就是one baby. So one baby is a more successful rate. So can I say that?
Yes, you can say actually one baby at a time gives the highest chance of having a healthy baby.
OK. 那就是还是说在做试管婴儿这块呢，就是就是一个婴儿的这样的试管婴儿的成功率，那肯定是更高的compared to the twins.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
OK. So right now, how long you have been in China?
We've been in China for 8 years now.
8 years.
8 years.
OK.
So we were 6 years in Beijing and 2 years now in Tianjin.
6 year in Beijing and 2 years right now, right, in Tianjin. So compared to Beijing, how do you?
We love
how,
it in
yeah,
Tianjin.
How do you like Tianjin?
So we love living in Tianjin.
Mm-hmm.
We love the place. We love the people. Tianjin is a very beautiful city.
Mm-hmm.
We live near the Haihe River, and we just love the views. We love the buildings. We love the activity around the river. It's beautiful. So we're very happy here.
So you mentioned the Haihe River, and actually you come from England.
Yeah.
And you got river there. So compare, to the rivers in different cities. So how do you define the, river to contribution to the cities? With the.
So I think wherever you have water, it looks beautiful. Yes.
Sure.
So I think the rivers, London, Paris, Tianjin, they all have this beautiful river sort of sweeping through the city. So that's always good, and it's always very nice and peaceful by the river, right? So you walk along the side, and it looks good. Of course, it causes problems with traffic crossing the river.
Yeah, well, so that way we need bridges.
Yes, and the bridges, and actually Tianjin, I think, has some of the most beautiful bridges that I've seen.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, and there's many of them. Yes, so I think actually you don't have problems with bridges and crossing the river in Tianjin.
Okay, and 2 years Tianjin, living here right now. So have you been to the Shanghai, so other sorts of cities of China?
Sure, I've traveled around a lot. I must have been to, I don't know, more than 15 other cities.
15, another 15 of other cities
China,
of China?
yes.
Oh, in China.
Yes.
So compared to those cities, so do you define the Tianjin very, special?
So we always look forward to coming back to Tianjin. Tianjin is our home. Tianjin is where we have friends. Tianjin is where we're comfortable. So last weekend I was in Shanghai, very happy to come back to Tianjin. I think obviously your audience are from Tianjin, and I think you're all very lucky to be living here in Tianjin.
But how does the city impact you?
So actually in many ways. So I've said how pleasant it is to live here, and we certainly enjoy that. Another way is we have the opportunity to be of service. So working in the hospital, trying to do something special in the hospital is, so I'm very grateful to have had that opportunity. Actually, what I would say is that fertility care, IVF treatment in Tianjin generally is very good. Yeah, so I think actually Tianjin can easily become a world-famous center.
World-class center.
World-class center for fertility and IVF.
Yeah, I think with you and your team, I think definitely Tianjin gonna be the world-class center for IVF.
So I agree. I think the team is excellent. I would also pay tribute to my colleagues who work in other hospitals in Tianjin. I think they're also excellent, and we enjoy working together and collaborating together.
Okay. Dr. Afnan got a lots of, titles, as I was saying at the beginning of our live show. Beside this, you are husband of your family as well. And your wife is a very famous artist, right? So how do you balance this, busy work and your family? Yes.
So I think everything that we do with my wife and myself, we do it as a service to the community, to the people. So there is no division. Working, our home life, everything that we do is to be of service to other people. So that is what we do. And Nasreen, my wife, has the opportunity and has the talent to be creative with the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. And I have the passion for medicine and for looking after patients.
Mm-hmm.
It's all part of one total, if you like, service package.
Okay, I just saw there are some questions from our audience. So
我们看到啊，我们的网友又提了很多问题啊。这有一个问题很棒啊，成功率方面，和睦家对比国内和国际水平如何呢？Compare the international and China, the United Family Health Care,
What's the difference?
yeah.
Yes. So I think one of the challenges that public hospitals face here in China is that they're very busy. There are so many patients to see. And I know many excellent doctors who are very stressed by having to see so many patients. So one of the things that happens in United Family, in Homojia, is that we make sure that every patient gets a good amount of time with the doctor. And the doctor should explain everything that the patient needs to know. So this is one of the differences in United Family. Of course, we have other things. We have things like an appointment system. All our inpatient rooms are single rooms. So when we see a patient in the outpatient clinic, it's completely private and confidential. We see one person or one couple at a time. There's nobody else in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the things that we do. So I think patient service in all the United Family hospitals is really excellent.
Mm-hmm.
These are international standards.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so any difference? I think this audience really want to know that, the compare to the international standards of the United Family. So what about, for example, United Family in Tianjin, Beijing, compared to the
okay.
other countries, United Family, is there any differences?
Okay, so interestingly, United Family is essentially an American organization, but only serves China.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't United Family hospitals outside of China.
Mm.
So it's pretty unique from that perspective. And I'd say the patient service is something that runs through every single United Family hospital.
OK，安福生先生呢，刚才呢也是觉得，其实对于和睦家来说，就是对于这个网友的问题嘛，那么和睦家就中国的和睦家和国外的水平，它有没有什么对比，有什么不同呢？其实安福生先生呢，还是觉得其实他从国际水平来讲的话，他还是差不多一致的，就是在于对于每一位患者的那种的细心的照顾呢，还有包括这种细心的聆听，这种来讲的话，这样的1对1的服务，包括这样的就是就是怎么说呢？他因为可能在某些医院里呢，这个医生和这个病人的相处时间可能只是在2分钟以内，而且呢，一般都是很多的病人都在围着嘛。但是在这个和睦家来讲的话，那这种的1对1的时间会更长一些，大家的那种privacy 就是那种那个就怎么说呢？就是他们的就是隐私呢会得到保护，对对。
And interestingly, the cost of fertility treatment and IVF treatment is pretty much the same as is the cost in the public hospitals. So it's not more expensive.
对，他就是先生呢这边呢，他也提到了一点非常重要的，就是在于这个试管婴儿的部分呢， 那可能大家会觉得啊，和睦家的这块价格是不是非常非常贵？但是其实呢，它跟我们的其他的医院的价格是一致的，差不多，至少是哈。Okay, how about we go to the United Family one day and check the the price by ourselves?
Welcome.
Okay.
Very welcome.
And I saw there's another question. Okay, I saw another question. There's one want to know that what make you to decide to come to China?
Because we had the opportunity to come to China. That's why we came. When we came, our 2 sons were aged 16 and 14. And so they had to leave school at quite a difficult time to come to China. But we thought it was worth it because China is the country of the future. And there's so many things happening in China. So I think any family, any children that come to China will learn the language, will learn the culture, will get to know the people. And this will be a great foundation for them for the rest of their lives because it will broaden their horizons. So we feel very lucky to have had the opportunity to come to China.
OK，他为什么会来中国哈？这个网友提问，那他回答也非常简单，就是说他是有机会来到中国，而且呢，就家人这边非常支持，因为那个时候呢，他2个孩子，一个是16岁，一个14岁，他们特别想就是借助这个机会呢，来到中国，让他们的孩子感受一个非常有未来的一个国家和一个城市。Okay, so let's see some other questions from the audience.
我们看到这位网友提问了，为了追求双胞胎的夫妇正常，就是有些夫妇为了要双胞胎，他们可以选择试管婴儿吗？对身体有什么样的副作用？Some people want to have a twins, so they should choose choose the
IVF.
Right.
IVF.
So
I think this is a very typical question.
It's
right?
a very common question.
Very
So
common
it
question.
used to be more of an issue when there was the one-child policy. Now there is no longer the one-child policy, and couples can have 2 children quite comfortably. So now it's less of an issue. But if they want 2 children, we still strongly recommend them to actually aim for 1 baby at a time. And the reason we do that is because it's safer for the baby.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because there's an increased risk of 4 times a risk of handicap or something happening to the baby. So that's quite important to do 1 at a time.
OK，那安福先生呢，就是这块呢，他的解释是说，如果是尝试试管婴儿的话，他还是建议1个 baby， 因为这样的话呢，一个成功率会更高，同时也更加安全啊。
让妈妈和宝宝都比较安全。
对，OK。So I think this is today's Vivian speaking, and thank you for being with us. And I think with you and your team, and the Tianjin gonna be the world class for the IVF. Okay.
Thank you, Vivian, and thank you for having me on your show.
Okay. So, do you have some suggestion? And you can give us 1 or 2 suggestions for the expectant mother. Okay, at the last show.
For the be happy, don't be stressed.
Oh.
Yeah. So actually, this is a very happy time of life. Yes. Don't be worried. Don't be anxious. Enjoy life and just do things in moderation. Nothing too extreme.
就是安福生先生告诉我们，就是作为妈妈的时候，不要紧张，不要害怕，要保持一个乐观平和的心态。这样才能让自己的宝宝健康生长。然后呢，那我们也知道，我们5月13号就要到了母亲节了。其实我们的妈妈们就作为在怀孕的时候10个月特别的不容易，所以我觉得我们应该在这里为我们的妈妈们多点赞，对不对？
对，特别棒。 So the 13th of the May gonna be the Mother's Day.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so today is very special, and I mean
Absolutely.
this is a live show. So I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye bye.